everyone. Today I'm going to be taking you through Read and Write. Read and Write is a software which reads text back to you, particularly on word processing documents like Word. I'm going to be showing you my 3 favourite features of Read and Write. So the first feature I'm going to show you is the main feature of Read and Write, which is to read what you've written. So I'm going to select my sentence here and press play.
It is important to note that tardigrades can undergo cryptobiosis of extreme stress.
Now, because I've listened to that, I am far more likely to pick up on any mistakes I've made. So it is very easy for me to pick up that I have missed a word here. Now, what I do is I go back to the start of the sentence, stop it, and replay it to make sure that I haven't put any more errors in or haven't used the right word, just to make sure.
It is important to note that tardigrades can undergo cryptobiosis in times of extreme stress.
Now, because I think that sentence is right anyway from the listen I've just had, so I'm just going to press play again and let it move on to the next sentence.
Stress. They produce a number of proteins that combine to form a matrix, buffering important organelles from damage, dehydration, extreme temperatures and other environmental conditions, as well as vastly reducing their metabolic rate, allowing them to survive well beyond their natural lifespan.
So, from what I can hear from that sentence at least, there are no grammatical mistakes. There might be some. I'm not the best at English, but what I have noticed is it's a very long sentence. And for an essay, that just isn't very good, is it? So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to click enter on both sides to separate out the sentence so I can see it clearly away from the rest of the paragraph. So I can see, just by isolating it like that, that this is a good place to split the sentence up. So I'm going to change it from as well as to it also, and change that comma to a full stop. Now, I think that looks quite good now, but to make sure, again, I'm going to stop it, click on the start, and play it again.
They produce a number of proteins that combine to form a matrix, buffering important organelles from damage, dehydration, extreme temperatures and other environmental conditions. It also vastly reducing their metabolic rate, allowing them to survive well beyond their natural lifespan. This is why I love.
Now, you might have noticed that there is now a mistake. So because I've re-listened to it, I've picked up on that mistake and can now fix it. So it also vastly reduces their metabolic rate, allowing them to survive well beyond their natural lifespan. That is now a grammatically correct sentence, so I can reintroduce that sentence to the rest of the paragraph. Now, let's go to the last sentence.
Love the tardigrade to bits.
Now, because I hadn't stopped it soon enough, I didn't hear all of that, so I need to restart that sentence.
This is why I love the tardigrade to bits.
Now, this is, again, grammatically correct, but what Read and Write has shown me is it sounds very colloquial, and sometimes when you're writing, you can write things which don't seem colloquial until you hear them read out. So I'm going to change it from this is why I love the tardigrades to bits to this is why I hold the tardigrade in such high esteem. It sounds a lot more professional. So this is the main feature of Read and Write. It allows you to go through your essays. This is the speed I like it. You can change the speed. And it picks up mistakes really easily and just makes it much easier to check your spelling, check your grammar, check your style, check the sentence length. Now, the other feature that Read and Write does can be quite useful. So I'm going to press screen masking. And I've set it up so that I've got a little bar here, which can allow me to highlight lines that I'm reading. So this is particularly useful at night when I might be a little bit more tired and need a little more help to pick out my lines. However, you can change this. So you can tint the entire screen, or you can do underline your typing line, and you can change the opacity. So if I do that, you should notice my screen going black. Change the color. Let's go for blue, just to make it easier. And this can also reduce blue light at night if you find that that is keeping you awake. So I'm going to turn that off now. And now that I've produced this, I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to press this button here, Audio Maker. And here I am able to preview, I can save, and I can also create an MP3 file, which means you can transfer it to, say, your phone and listen to your revision notes whilst you're on the go. So this is really useful when it comes up to exams. Thank you for listening. I hope this helps.